Jesus. Got those long flies, long-legged flies. I haven't played in a half year. Was view distance improved so we can see people further than 20 meters away? We actually had the furthest render distance on a character model in any MMO in the world. Hello Heineken. That's a beer. What do you think of the Queen's death? I haven't noticed. I haven't been updated. I must have missed it. Sounds terrible.
Okay, while Henrik is thinking about the death of the queen, the Spider Queen, question mark. Hello everyone and welcome to the Wolfside YouTube channel and to this stream summary where Henrik was talking about the balance of the game and the Clade gifts and also the links. So first we will look at what Henrik showed us and what Henrik talked about.
The weather is changing here. Now we're going from too hot to a little bit too cold. I prefer to have it dark and cold. Good, loving the ritualism changes to make it more accessible. We're getting permanent ritual circle soon. Yeah, so the ritual tables inside houses, obviously that allows you to create creatures. We decided not to add them because we've had issues with pets inside houses, as many of you are aware of already. We don't have a number system inside houses, so they can't move there. We thought that it may become a mess or frustration if we create something awesome and you can't move it whenever we need to. So that's on our upcoming roadmap. We have we're gonna add that house number system, which will allow us to place those benches again, along with other things that rely on AI. It's coming. It's coming. So we are following up a little bit on the different balance part when it comes to ritual stuff, spells and so on. Mobs in general. Also some of the clades balance, gift balance. So you can expect to see some tweaks for sure on some of those ritual creatures as well. What up, Henrik? Can we get some specifics on human state clad changes today? So as I mentioned a little bit before, we made a power change on the stats, especially since the first game, as many of you are aware, coming from that game. When it comes to the power behind each stat. Based on that power, we have kind of like a score system. So those clades that had less high cap of the less powerful got more stat bonuses, while the opposite, if you had, you know, high dex speed was extremely king in the first game, which, you know, limited the gameplay extremely hard. Those clades got less of the stat bonus pool. So now we've done a session around that to make sense to give those clades that got, you know, still have the high power stat, but since they are not getting that extreme bonuses in speed as such, they are getting the stat bonuses just as the other ones as well. So specifically the Chorites are getting it, Kalar is getting it, the Hurgar is getting it, but at least those are getting a little buff in the total stat bonuses due to this system. So that will obviously also affect if you are a third star mixed with a Chorite, you will also get that bonuses. It is a bonus per parent, and since there are 4 parents, they get the respective stat bonuses. So a little tweak there to give them the proper stat range. And then we also, as you know, we have 2 underperforming gifts for the humans. The Team War Cry that we plan to do a little nudge on. And we have the opportunities, if I'm not mistaken, the name of that gift that we also need an update on. So we're actually elaborating if we should just convert it into supporting the upcoming task system, or if it should be replaced with something totally new, interesting, gameplay-wise, action-wise for the humans. So that's the update on the humans. Show the new creature, please. Is it time to show it? I guess you can guess which one this is quite quick. Trying to make it next gen look awesome. There we go. What is it, guys? Can you guess? Rabbit? Little horse? No. Lynx. Very close. Lynx, indeed. It's the fluffy lynx. Doesn't it almost look like a painting a little bit? It has a very smooth fur. So real anatomy work being done to all creatures, from building the anatomy, the muscles, you know, the body, and then we add a fur on top. Let me show you. This is when the 3D artists are sculpting the cat with muscle definition and everything, making it look very realistic and based on real life anatomy as much as it's possible. Obviously they work on adding fur, so you can see there's so much detail going on here, and a lot of it looks like it's being fully covered by the fur, so you don't see it. But if you look at the close up in different angles, you will actually see, and that's where this definition hits. You can see the tenders, the muscle definition that pops when a light hits. But if you don't just do this smooth and add fur, you won't see any contrast or anything popping when the sun hits. So it really shines when you see it in-game. Especially in Unreal Engine 5, it's gonna look insanely realistic. With the right skills, you can collect a wolf with a wolf pack leader. And when you're on control of those as a Beastmaster, you may be able to do a special attack for that group. If you have a Kogar, you may be able to command it to make a special strike that makes a bleed. The Lynx may be able to lock on a limb. There's a lot of cool stuff that we can play around with. Smaller, weaker animal can do, but they can still make something interesting due to that command, even though they may die faster than a Kogar. I haven't played in a half year. Was view distance improved so we can see people further than 20 meters away? We actually had the furthest render distance on a character model in any MMO in the world. However, what you don't see far enough is data like gear, guild name and such. That is, important information you want to see quite early on as well. We plan to adjust those along with the final step of our server optimization, because we need to measure the same cost. We can't change numbers now, because then we're not calculating with the same numbers, because that changes some costs quite drastically.
So let's go through the random questions and answers list. This will be long because Henrik streamed 6 hours. Siege machines will be usable like in modern games, not like in the old MO1 where you can pick a notch and they will move. No, they will move like in a normal game. You can aim with that. Mounted combat is a little bit off. They are working to fix it. Mounted combat will be buffed. Even the animation will be fixed. Your CPU holding back your GPU in 99% of the cases. More hairstyles and tattoos will come. Adamant trinkets are supposed to be very rare. Maybe they will adjust it a little bit in the future. They are currently focusing on bug fixing and polishing, Unreal Engine 5 and new player experience and improvement to the whole system and the TC system. Streaming line problems and frame drops will be fixed with the Unreal Engine 5 upgrade. They will release a roadmap soon on what they will work in which order. Magical effects on gear will come, but Henrik has no time frame for that, but someday this will be in-game also with the enhancement system. More mountable creatures, more armor types and special moves are planned, as well as special moves for every weapon type. They are also working on the invisible weapon bug. If your character is too small, you have too big shoulder pads, you can't see through your shoulder pads while you're aiming with a bow. They will fix that, or they will find another solution for that. Spiritism will get limits because of the ghost scouting issue, but they are not sure what limits exact. They are planning to add more rewards for active mining and for tree cutting, for example, really cutting down the trees. This will be possible with Unreal Engine 5 and Henrik is really looking forward to do that. A lot more fishes will be added with the upcoming continent. Someone wrote, the forests are not dense enough, and Henrik said, the forests are dense enough. I meant dense. They don't want to touch the speed threshold. They will only change the speed of characters if it's really needed, because that can fuck up a balance pretty hard. AI pathing will be improved in the future. Knockdown from horses will get an animation that you really get knocked down from your horse and standing there for like 10 seconds on the ground. Enhancement system will come where you can increase the defense of your armors. Tinrim sewers will not be expanded, sad, but Morincourt and Farbanum will get sewers. You will be able to build farms and grow your own stuff someday with the territory control update. Henrik hates stream snipers and they will do their best to get them banned, but only with bulletproof evidence. There will be big boss monsters, extreme monsters, even bigger than the Ultimeki that we accidentally called Greater Kimuru. Meduli will get performance improvements because the FPS are extremely shitty there. The Unreal Engine 5 upgrade will fix the weather system, and that is a baseline for the Elementalism School. Haven will be a free-to-play area after the Epic release. Henrik apologizes for the chaotic release of the game and the server queue issues. Crossbows will come to the game, small ones and even very heavy ones. They will now harder punish insulting and toxic behavior. They are not randomly banning people. Henrik said they are only banning for very good reasons. So let's move on. Henrik also told the story of Starvolt. This will come in an upcoming video. Guild emblems, banners and all the other stuff will come to the game someday. Also the die system that you can dye your banners or whatever you have. Gambling will come soon, poker and blackjack. A lot more armor types will come in the future. Dual strike will not come like it was in MO1. It's currently on hold. Ritual creature balance will come. Maybe when more people give feedback or when they see so many people use it. Casual clothing will come. More titles will come to the game over time. There will be an instrument magic school called Harmonism where you can cast with your instruments more or less while playing music. Thievery will come like it was in MO1 but more balanced now. And thanks for watching the whole stream summary. These things are a lot of work, so I hope you liked the video and you subscribed and you hit the bell and whatever you can do. So special thanks to all the supporters: Carmel, Professor Oslam of Gaming, Thibni, Lordless, Frederick, Rhonus, Paarthurnax, Vinya, Cologne, Bulldog, Xunila, you, and all the others of course. And always remember to balance hard. Party hard. See you all next time. Goodbye.